Dorian Vale was used to disappointment. In his 31 years on Mars Colony Theta, 6, the only thing he had ever won was a half-rotten melon in a harvest raffle. So when he was told he'd been selected in the Galactic Exchange Lottery, he assumed there had been a mistake. The Galactic Exchange Program was a new initiative, part cultural, part political, meant to foster relations between the United Earth Federation and alien species from the Spiral Arm Alliance. Civilians could volunteer to host ambassadors, for periods ranging from a few weeks to a few years. Ambassadors, as it turned out, came in many forms: animals, drones, AI constructs, even humanoid aliens. Still, when Dorian filled out the form, he checked the box for non-verbal life forms, small/companion size, expecting something like a six-eyed lizard or a floating jellyfish. Something harmless. Cute, maybe. So he was more than a little stunned when 2 weeks later, a long black transport shuttle landed outside his dome house, and 2 galactic officers escorted out a woman who looked half human, half goddess. She was tall, willowy, and glowing, not figuratively but literally. Her skin shimmered with a faint bioluminescent teal hue. Her long hair rippled with silver threads that moved as if underwater. Her eyes, large and opalescent, studied Dorian with a mix of curiosity and solemnity. "This is your ambassador," one of the officers said, handing Dorian a data pad. "Species, Zalari. Designation, Lyrian Vale. But she responds to Lyri. She's fluent in Galactic Common." Dorian blinked. I thought I was getting a pet." The officer smirked. "She thinks the same about you." Part 2. Lyri. The first few days were awkward, to say the least. Lyri didn't eat anything he offered. She communicated sparsely and spent hours silently staring at the stars from the observation deck. She slept upright, with her feet floating several inches off the ground, in some kind of meditative trance. Her scent was like ozone and orchids. She rearranged his furniture by hovering it with her telekinetic abilities, and offered no explanation. Dorian, for his part, tried to stay out of her way. He lived alone, worked from home as a software technician, and hadn't had a real conversation with another human in months. Having something, so alive and otherworldly in his personal space made him uncomfortable. One evening, after his 15th attempt at making something edible for her, she finally spoke more than 3 words. "You are fearful," she said. Dorian jumped. "What? No, I mean maybe. Little. Not of you. Just the situation. You are confused by me." He nodded. "That's fair. I do not wish to cause you distress," she said, her voice musical but slow, like a calm river. "I volunteered for this experience. I wish to understand humanity, not frighten it." He laughed nervously. "Well, mission accomplished, on the fright part." She tilted her head. "Then I must adjust." That night, she asked him to show her how to cook human food. They made something that resembled pancakes, though she insisted on using seaweed and honey. He nearly gagged. She ate with a gentle smile. Part 3. The Deepening. Over the following weeks, something shifted. They began sharing meals, talking about their home worlds. Dorian learned that Lyri's people, the Zalari, were ancient and telepathic. Their culture was one of shared memory. When one Zalari learned something, that knowledge was psychically shared across the species. "But I cannot share what I learn here," she told him one night. "This exchange is a solitary journey, meant to test our ability to interpret, not absorb." "That must be lonely," Dorian said. "It is liberating," she replied, "to own a thought for the first time." Dorian found himself opening up too. He told her about his mother, who had died during the early terraforming cycles. About how he hated the sterile routines of Mars life. About how he never felt like he belonged, even among other colonists. "You wish to escape," Leary observed one night as they lay watching the meteor storms from his rooftop dome. "Every day. Then why do you stay?" He didn't have an answer. Part 4. The Incident. It was a Tuesday when the warning sirens blared. An unauthorized mining probe from a rival Martian colony had struck a Zalari observation satellite orbiting Mars. The Zalari considered the satellite sacred. It had been broadcasting Zalari philosophy and art into deep space for centuries. Now the Spiral Arm Alliance was demanding answers. The United Earth Federation responded with bureaucratic denial. Meanwhile, protest mobs broke out across several domes. Anti-alien rhetoric surged on the news feeds. Someone vandalized Dorian's transport pod, spray painting "alien lover" on the windshield. That evening, Dorian came home to find Leary with a deep cut along her shoulder, bioluminescent blood seeping into her robes. "What happened?" he shouted, rushing to her. She looked calm, almost bored. "Your neighbor, the one with the beard." He threw a rock. "He did not like my eyes." Dorian's hands trembled as he cleaned the wound. "We have to report this." "No. It will escalate tensions. They can't just." "I am not here to fight, Dorian. I am here to see." He couldn't sleep that night. Not because of fear but fury. Part 5. Connection. The next morning, Leary did something she had never done before. She reached out and touched his forehead gently with 2 fingers. "What are you doing?" he whispered. "I offer a gift. Shared dream. It is our way of saying you are known." Before he could answer, his vision dissolved. He was standing in a vast ocean of stars. No up, no down, just light. Around him, a symphony of memory played. Images of Zalari cities made of crystal and wind, alien children learning to levitate by singing in harmonic tones, a birth witnessed not in pain but in overwhelming love, and above all Leary, her essence, her soul, woven through it all like a celestial thread. He gasped as the vision ended. "You saw me," she said. He nodded, tears forming. "And I think you saw me too." Part 6. Betrayal. A week later, Dorian received a call from the Galactic Exchange Commission. "Due to escalating diplomatic tensions," the voice on the holocall said, "we are terminating all ambassador assignments. Lyrian Vale will be collected in 48 hours. Dorian was silent. "She is to be quarantined," the voice continued, "until further notice." That night Dorian told Leary. "I expected this," she said softly. "I didn't," he replied. "I thought they'd see what I saw. They are not ready to see. I am." She touched his hand. "And that is enough." But it wasn't. Not for Dorian. Part 7. Escape. With just 12 hours left, Dorian did something reckless. He hacked into the planetary transportation system and rerouted an unmanned cargo pod. He fitted it with supplies and biometric shielding. Leary hesitated only once before stepping inside. "If we're caught, I'll be labeled a traitor," he told her. "You would risk that for me." He kissed her. Her skin shimmered against his lips like soft light. "I would risk everything." They launched under cover of night, slingshotting toward one of Mars' outer moons where a rogue trading vessel, a smuggler Dorian knew from college, waited. As the red planet faded behind them, Leary whispered, "You are no longer a host, Dorian Vale. What am I, then? You are my companion, my equal, my chosen."